Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabby. We are here with Moxie. We are wrapping up her first week with us here at Paw Forward Dog Training. She is a part of our board and train program. She is in a 3-week program. And again, we are wrapping up week 1. So we are going to go through a little bit of what she's been working on this week, how she's doing with everything. We have Victoria here handling her for this video today. So first thing we worked with her on is a little bit of attention, making sure she is able to check in with her handler, focus on her handler prior to actually asking anything of her. Yes. So right now, all we are looking for is eye contact on us. Once she gives us that eye contact and checks in, we're gonna use that marker word yes, and we're gonna give that reinforcement. Very nice. So again, not really asking anything of her. This is more to make sure that she's focused and ready to pay attention for whatever session it is that she's working on. So it's a great thing to start before any session that you work your dog. Yes. Good. And she's doing great. She's checking in. She's focused on Victoria. So next thing we worked was a little bit of basics. We worked on some sit, some downs. Now, when we started with her on day 1, it took a food lure to get her into that sit, and it took a little bit of time because she kept popping up, she kept trying to jump up. Now we have gotten to the point where we're actually able to get her to sit on a verbal the majority of the time. Every so often, if there's a little bit of distraction, we might have to use a hand signal as well. Yes. Perfect. And she's able to go into that sit. We've been able to work a little bit of stay as well, take a couple of steps back. Now with her, something that I have noticed is if you continuously do the same thing over and over and over again, she starts to get a little bored. So what you can do with her is start to mix it up. Work a little bit on sit, work on some downs. So now we're going to show you a couple downs. We're also going to show you a little bit of place, which is another behavior we started working with her on this week. Down. Good. So same thing with the down. We started with the lure. Down. And now we've gotten to the point where she is able to go in to that down with pinched fingers. Okay, we use the word free to let her know she can get up and walk around. Yeah. And when we start out, we're just working on getting her into that position, and then we start to build on that amount of time, that duration that she's in that down. We can also work on place, so having her go on to a specific place. I'll do a live on this next week, go a little bit more in depth on place and that behavior. But overall, it's just getting her to go to a specific spot, whether it be a mat like she's on now. You can see a couple of different types of place boards around, that green one over there, that blue one back there. So place is another great behavior you can work on with your dog on top of those basic sit, down, stay behaviors. And again, we'll go into more depth next week on this behavior. We'll do a video on it. But she's doing a great job. She's doing a great job with her basics, her place, her attention. Last thing we worked with her on is a little bit of recall. So when we start recall, we start in low distraction inside our training barn here. We don't really have much going on. We have a dog in the back, but we don't really have anything else going on. We don't have people in here besides us. Moxie. Very low distraction. We start with that leash. Moxie. On. Very nice. And all we're doing is calling her from the length of that leash in the beginning. Now she's gotten to the point where we're able to drop that leash and call her. She lost that treat there. Now when we're starting out with recall, we are calling her name when her head is up in the beginning. Now the reason for this is we want to make sure our dog is successful. Okay? So in the beginning, when this is new to them, we want to make it a little bit easier. As they start to get better and progress, then we up that level of difficulty.
Sit. Sit.
Very nice.
Moxie, come.
Good.
Sit.
Now, we also ask for a sit when she gets to us. The reason for this is we want to make sure she is not jumping up, okay? We don't want her practicing that jumping behavior. If she was to jump up, what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple steps back and we're going to call her again and only reinforce her for that successful repetition without that jumping. If we reinforce the jumping, then that jumping is going to continue to happen, and we don't want that. Good. Very nice. So again, this week, wrapping up week 1. So working on the basics, working on attention, and working on the very beginnings of recall. As we progress through with her, you're going to start to see that level of difficulty increase. But she has done an awesome job this week. She has come a long way already in 1 week. You guys have any questions, let us know, and we will see you next week with Moxie.